From the campus of Volunteer State Community College, this is Inside Politics.
Hi, and welcome to Inside Politics. I'm Nancy Hauskins. We continue this week with our series of programs introducing you to the folks who want to be your next governor. While the party primaries are not until August of 2010, the candidates are already out there vying for your vote. Our guest today is Jackson businessman Mike McWherter, who is seeking the Democratic nomination for governor in 2010. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Nancy, thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here. Thanks for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about, for those who may or may not recognize the last name McWherter, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with this.
Well, you know, most people know me as Son of Ned, I know, but I'm a businessman. I live in Jackson, Tennessee. I am married to a great gal. This will be our 20th anniversary this year, Mary Jane.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We've got two, I think, very smart, certainly very athletic, and very active kids. They're going to be 18 and 16 this fall. So I'm a lawyer. I practiced law in the Nashville area for about 4 years after I got out of law school, and took a leave of absence from that to go work in my dad's campaign back in 1986. After that, a few years later, I got involved in business. I've been there for the last 20 years. So I consider myself much more of a businessman than a lawyer these days. And you know, I'm involved in banking. I'm the chairman of the board of a bank in West Tennessee, and it's been a real interesting experience being chairman of that board.
It would be difficult with who your dad is to say you haven't been in politics, but this would be the first political post that you have sought yourself. Why the governor's seat? Why now?
You know, I think it is incredibly important, Nancy, that state government have strong leadership. We've seen when we have not had that, and this state has got to have a strong leader. You know, my dream for my kids, and that's the most important thing to me besides my wife, is my family, is that they're able to live in this state where they can find good paying jobs and have adequate, affordable health care and be able to raise families of their own, hopefully nearby me. Not too nearby, but nearby. And I know for that generation of Tennesseans how important it will be who succeeds Governor Bredesen, and we're going to need somebody who can lead this state. I decided that with my skills and my background that I needed to get in this race because I'm concerned about our future.
It's pretty early in the process right now, but you've already been out there pounding the pavement, as we say. How has it been for you so far? It
has been great. You know, I knew that we had a lot of family friends all across this state. I have found that we've got a foundation literally in every county of this state. Now, I'm going to have to build an organization on top of that, but the foundation is there. I think it gives me a tremendous head start on both the Democratic as well as the Republican side. So it's been great, and the reception's been wonderful. And you know, it's just neat because I'm having a chance to go out and reconnect with so many of my friends all across the state. It's like I'm spending full time getting to go through a reunion of sorts.
Having had the pleasure of meeting your father myself, do you hear stories about him everywhere you go?
I do. It is amazing. He is a larger than life figure in so many ways, and it's wonderful. They're heartwarming, fun stories that I hear everywhere.
He's a tremendous amount of fun. Well, there's basically two elections that you face next year, certainly the primary being the first coming up in August. How important do you think name recognition will be for you and for everyone in the primary?
Well, I think it's unbelievably important that people feel comfortable with their nominee. I'm going to get out there and really work. I have visited already all 95 counties in this state in my father's campaign. But I'm committed to getting back out and making sure that I am in all 95 counties as I travel across this state. I want people to know what I stand for and where I want to take this state, and I believe that will equate into votes.
You have a unique perspective, having been there in, what was it, 86? You were saying back
87
when you were,
to 95.
Yeah. You said you visited all the counties back then, and you're starting to hit them again now. Are you seeing big changes in the counties from then to now, or are they still the same places they were?
You see tremendous changes. I mean, you know, the road program we've had in this state has really opened up a lot of our rural communities. Gosh, you just look at the Knoxville skyline and the Chattanooga skyline and the Nashville skyline. Our state has really progressed and done very well. But now there are people who are suffering out there now. Working families are really struggling, and it's going to be important who the next governor is to help them.
Looking toward the November election, right now the Republicans are outpacing the Democrats when it comes to fundraising. How important do you think raising money is going to be for whoever wins the Democratic primary?
Well, you know, I filed my papers to run on May 20th, and unlike virtually every other candidate in this race, I didn't start out with a campaign fund or a staff or anything. We really started from scratch, and over the next 40 days, we put together a great campaign team. I am really flattered at the talent that we were able to attract to our campaign, and over that same 40 days, we managed to raise between $650,000 and $700,000. I think that was a great accomplishment. I was really pleased with our effort. I think in the end, without question, I will be able to raise the funds to remain competitive in this race.
Well, let's talk about some of the issues that you're facing in the campaign.
Okay.
Certainly health care is something everybody's talking about these days. You've talked about the importance of protecting TennCare. How can we protect TennCare if the federal government shifts some of the cost of health care to the states?
Really and truly, I am not evading that question, but let me say, I do not have a crystal ball there. I've talked about this with Governor Bredesen, and we don't know what is going to come out of Washington. Nobody does right now, if anything. And so I think right now our only choice is to maintain the status quo that we have in this state, and then see what in fact does materialize out of Washington or does not materialize, and go from there. I've been in business, and you know, I've gotten the cart ahead of the horse a couple of times, and I have always found that was a mistake. So this is one of those times when we have to exercise some patience on the state level until we see what's going to happen on the federal level.
You are a big proponent of healthier living, healthier lifestyles for your constituents. Do you think there's anything as governor that you can do to promote preventative care and getting people to take care of themselves?
Oh, certainly I do. A lot of people who do know me realize that I run every day. Matter of fact, I run somewhere between about 4 and 5 miles every day. And I really enjoy it. This is the first thing I do when I get up in the morning. But you know, the governor Governor Bredesen has had a great initiative on diabetes and prevention, and making this generation of children and people understand the costs of obesity. I want to continue those kind of programs in this state very much, because I think that is one issue that we can tackle and help educate people in nutrition and understand how they can lead healthier lifestyles.
Right. Prevention's a win-win for all of us.
Prevention certainly is a win-win for everybody.